Hey everybody, gonna spend just a little bit more time talking about the importance of place and environment and how it impacts our character. Remember, one of the tenets of this class is getting our characters to do more than just be. We want them to do. And one of the ways that we do that is by creating a rich, detailed world for them to interact with. But also, we have to keep in mind that place is so much more than just their immediate environment. For instance, my place right now is my den in the middle of nowhere, Michigan. But it is so much more than that. Place also influences how we interpret the world around us. For example, I'm from Michigan. This right here, to me, is pop. It's not soda. Soda is the white stuff that you put in the fridge to get rid of smells. This is pop. Pop is what you drink. It's not a noise, it's a beverage. If you're from somewhere else, maybe you call that same beverage soda. Or maybe you're from somewhere else and you call this ginger ale flavored Coke. Okay? Place influences everything about us. Whether or not we're still in our hometown or where we grew up, or even if we were, for example, an Army brat, we grew up all across the country. Our place, our history, creates who we are and how we interpret the world. Another good example on how to really show how place influences us is I'm from Michigan. We get a ton of snow. And it's snowing, we'll say, anywhere between October to May. Lots of snow. So if you love snow, you should come visit Michigan. So to us, snow is not a big deal. Like, we had 8 inches of snow the other day, went out grocery shopping like it wasn't anything. If you go a little bit more south than here, if you get 2 inches of snow, and I'm down in North Carolina, and they get 2 inches of snow, I'm sitting there like, what's the big deal? It's 2 inches of snow. I don't even need snow tires for that, right? But to the people in North Carolina, it could be terrifying. They don't know how to drive in that, right? So in that example, my place influences my ability to drive in snow, my knowledge of how to drive in snow and how to keep calm, and it also influences my interpretation of those people in North Carolina and a little bit of disbelief at how freaked out they are about the snow. And conversely, their upbringing, their hometown, their place influences their perception of me as being this crazy nut job who's going 65 miles an hour in 2 inches of snow. So who we are is largely defined by how we interpret the world, and how we interpret the world, this is pop, it's not soda, is influenced by where we're from. It goes beyond just where we're from, though. If I leave Michigan, for example, the influences of my place, of where I'm from, will still impact me. I've lived in Michigan for, 20-something years now, and if I move to, say, the East Coast, that's still going to be pop to me. I will still go to the store and purchase pop. And I might be the only person in that city that refers to it that way. That's an extreme exaggeration. Of course, I'm sure other people in New York City call it pop. But what I'm saying is, our place influences how we interpret the world. And we need to remember that when we are crafting these characters' worlds. When you're getting to know your character, ask them, where are you from? What was your upbringing? Again, makes it sound a little crazy, but we're writers, so that kind of goes with the territory. Consider everything and how important place is. It influences everything from how we speak to each other. I'm not going to say y'all all that much because from where I'm from, we say hey you, right? It's going to influence how we interact with each other. It's going to influence what we call our parents or our grandparents. It's going to influence what we like to eat, what we like to drink, everything. And it's going to influence how we interpret the world and how we interact with people who are not necessarily where we're from. Place is so much more than a description of a room that you're sitting in. It impacts everything. So we want to make sure we have a full understanding of where our characters come from, how that influences how they interact and interpret the world, and also how they engage with their environment. So place is super important. I'm not exaggerating when I say that it is almost as, if not more, important than character. Again, if you have any questions at all, let's hit up the general discussion forum. I've got some prompts up there to help us with this. You can start your own discussion forum if you have specific questions. You can email, chat, text me, whatever we need to do to support your success. Let's keep this conversation going. You guys got this. It's going to be a great week.